Nation, I need our voices to be heard. I need you to share this video right now because I believe Brock Bowers deserves to be in the Rookie of the Year conversation a little bit more than what he is. And I know that he's not a quarterback, and I know that the chances of him winning this award are a little bit small. But when you get done watching today's show, and I'm going to show you a lot of numbers that are going to back up my argument here, you're going to leave today going, yeah, you know what? I think Brock Bowers does deserve to be in this conversation a little bit more. When you look at the latest Rookie of the Year odds, Brock Bowers right now as it stands has the fourth highest odds at plus 3,000 behind Drake Maye, quarterback of the Patriots, behind Bo Nix, quarterback of the Broncos, and behind the favorite right now and the clear front runner, Jayden Daniels, the quarterback of the Washington Commanders. When you look at the past Rookie of the Year winners, and I'm only going to go back since 2000, 10 quarterbacks, 9 running backs, 5 wide receivers, most recently C.J. Stroud, most recently Saquon Barkley, most recently here was Garrett Wilson. I think it was Garrett Wilson. It was Garrett Wilson. And I know that Brock Bowers probably isn't going to win this award because the tight end, funny enough, has never won the Rookie of the Year award. But I also know that the Raiders being a bad football team / the Raiders just being the Raiders is never going to help anybody winning any type of long-term award. Quarterbacks usually win this type of thing, and I get it, offensive side of the football, quarterbacks, wide receivers, running back is where this goes. But can we not sometimes just bend the rules a little bit? Or when history shows you that change needs to happen, like, I don't like the idea that we say Brock Bowers can't win Rookie of the Year because he's a tight end. You can make an argument that he's the best rookie in the National Football League right now. Therefore, doesn't he deserve to win Rookie of the Year? I'm just saying, I don't care that he won't win it. I'm going to still give him the credit that he deserves, and I want the nation to still show up in every single game day, watch Brock Bowers play, because this guy is a real one. The way we talk about Max Crosby is going to be the way that we talk about Brock Bowers. He's really, truly that good of a player, and if you do, you wake up every single morning and you go, why am I going to watch the Raiders on game day? Watch it for this guy right here, because if I was the head coach of the Raiders, if I was the offensive coordinator of the Raiders, if I was the guy making decisions, I'm trying to build an offense that can really focalize, I don't even know if that's a word, Brock Bowers and get him the ball a little bit more going forward. So you know what? I care about the Raiders, and if you bleed silver and black, we don't need to be blood to be family. The nation has proven that to me time and time again. But you know what? If you do feel like family when you're watching this show, hit that subscribe button. And if you are a first-time viewer, give me a week. Give me 1 week to be able to prove to you that this YouTube channel is not a YouTube channel. This is a family that we've been able to create here, and I'll prove it to you in 1 week. Subscribe if you bleed silver and black, because we're family here after all. So why does Brock Bowers deserve to be in this Rookie of the Year conversation? Why does he deserve to get some of these Rookie of the Year votes? He is breaking rookie records. Like, just giving the award to Jayden Daniels because the Commanders are winning, I get it. It's how it goes. Just giving the award to Bo Nix because, I don't know, the Broncos are winning football games? Sure. But, like, if Bo Nix and Jayden Daniels and Drake Maye and all these quarterbacks are putting up very, let's say, average quarterback numbers, Jayden's doing much better. But if you're saying average quarterback numbers compared to past Rookie of the Year winners, okay, interesting. But, like, shouldn't we give it to the guy that's putting up numbers that have literally never, and I mean never, have been put up before? That's exactly what Bowers is doing. Through 10 games, he's got 70 grabs, 706 yards, 3 touchdowns. He is on pace to shatter every single every single rookie record out there in terms of targets, receptions, and receiving yards. I mean, we're talking about records being broken that haven't been broken since 1961. I'm sorry, I think that kind of solidifies in the argument of maybe we should bend the rules a little bit when rules are needed to be bended. And I know that he's not a quarterback, running back, wide receiver, but look at these flipping numbers up on screen. Brock Bowers is on pace to shatter the target record, to shatter the reception record, to shatter the receiving yards record by a rookie tight end. But it's not just what he's doing from a rookie tight end standpoint. He is putting up numbers that we have not really seen at the tight end position in history. 70 catches through 10 games. That's the 4th most all-time by an NFL tight end. These aren't rookies when they did this, but Brock Bowers is doing it when he's a rookie. We're talking about Travis Kelce being the greatest tight end of all time. He's did this with Patrick Mahomes in a year they won the Super Bowl. He's doing this with Gardner Minshew, Aiden O'Connell, and Desmond Ridder. Brock Bowers is really truly that talented of a player, and I know that people don't watch the Raiders every day. Quite frankly, I don't know if I would watch the Raiders every week. But for the people that do tune on the show and do tune in to watch the Raiders play, when you watch Brock Bowers, you clearly go, that guy's different, and I do. I think he is the best rookie in the National Football League. He just doesn't play the most important position in the NFL. Before we get into more reasons here of why Brock Bowers deserves some credit, because you know what? Brock Bowers is a dog. And if you got a dog, huge shout out to our sponsor here, Ollie. This is the dog food that I give Chuck, and my guy absolutely crushes this stuff. And if you got a picky eater, I'm telling you what, listen up right now. Today's episode is brought to you by Ollie. Clean, fresh nutrition for your dog. Right now, Ollie is offering a fantastic deal to let your pup taste test a personalized meal plan. Get 60% off your first box of meals when you use promo code ChatSports at Ollie.com. And 5 flavors they'll absolutely love. You don't have to be a vet to know that feeding your dog real whole food with minimal processing is one of the best choices you can make for their health. A perfectly portioned whole fresh food diet has been proven to extend your pup's life by 2.5 years. Who wouldn't want more time with their best friend? With no harmful fillers, no preservatives, Ollie is made in U.S. kitchens with ingredients carefully sourced from trusted growers and processors around the world. Chuck is a very picky eater, and the dog that you see up on screen right now, that's my guy. That's my dog. That's Chuck. And he's always been somebody that, I don't know why, I probably gave him some bad food here. He's always never been afraid to tell me how he feels. But, like, here's me being real, okay? I can say Ollie deal's going to be this. I can say that this food's going to taste great for your dog. I trust Ollie with Chuck. And if anybody else has got a dog that's a bit of a picky eater that kind of ruins their bathroom schedule, and I think anybody that follows me on social media knows that I would give my life for this dog. I freaking love my dog. And if you freaking love your dog too, I'm telling you, scan that QR code. That link's down in the comments. It's in the description. Or you can just head to Ollie.com, tell them all about your dog, use promo code ChatSports, and you're going to get 60% off your first box of meals when you subscribe today. Head to OLLIE.com, enter code ChatSports to get 60% off your first box. They offer a clean bowl guaranteed on their first box, so if you're not completely satisfied, you can get your money back. One of the things that drove Alex nuts is when I would put dog food in the fridge. And now because of this container that stores the food, it looks pretty. You don't smell anything. It's easy to hold all the food. And if you got a dog that you love like your kid, man, you want to give them food that they love. And Chuck absolutely just crushes this food. A lot of times I could put food on his bowl and he wouldn't touch it for hours, sometimes a day or two. And now every time I put Ollie in his bowl, he eats it right away. Huge shout out to them for sponsoring this show, and a huge shout out to Brock Bowers for being a dog. Let's go. Brock Bowers. I think you can make an argument that he is the best tight end in the NFL right now. You can't make an argument with any other player that's a rookie that they're the best at their position right now in the league. The reason why that I think that you can make an argument that he's the best tight end in the NFL, well, first off, he leads all tight ends in targets, receiving yards, receptions, first downs picked up. His 88.3 PFF grade is second best amongst all NFL tight ends behind only George Kittle. And he can do it all. You can line him up as a fullback. You can line him up as a receiver, X, Y. You can line him up in the slot. You can line him up as a tight end. He can pass block. He can run block. There's not players in the NFL that can do everything that Brock Bowers does at like a really high level. Like, I'm not kidding you. If Bowers was in the backyard baseball or backyard football, people would call him Pablo Sanchez because he's a secret weapon. That's how good Bowers is. Let's look at the tight end reception leaders here in 2024. Guess what? Bowers leads that list. 70 catches is first place. Travis Kelce was 62. And then look, nobody is really even all that close to Bowers in terms of just tight end reception leaders. And he's got Gardner Minshew, Aiden O'Connell, and Luke Getsy was calling plays for half the season, most of the season. Receiving yards leaders, Brock Bowers, and it's not even close. He has got a over 150 receiving yard league on George Kittle. And I think we'd all agree, George Kittle, Trey McBride, Travis Kelce, Kyle Pitts, I think they have better quarterback play than what Brock Bowers has. What about tight end first down leaders? This is one of my favorite stats. Who do you go to when it matters the most in big-time situations? You go to the guy that can pick up a first down. Brock Bowers has got 9 more than the next closest dude in terms of first downs picked up. He is a dog, and he can beat you in so many different ways. And you know what? I am so happy that the Raiders found a real one. Because you go back, you look at all those freaking shitty picks that we had in the first round. Bowers is a dog. Bowers is the real deal. And I am happy that the Raiders found a real one. Because you know how sometimes you need a player that can switch it all. Remember how many years the Raiders were the worst defense in the NFL year after year after year. And I know that this season hasn't gone the way that we wanted, but a lot of injuries. We got a Max Crosby. He was able to flip that script. He was able to get this defense going in the right direction. The Raiders got a real one of Brock Bowers. And when your best player brings the mentality that Bowers has, those are building blocks that you need to be able to achieve the ultimate goal, and that's to just win, baby. Let's go to the last one here of why I think Bowers deserves to be in this Rookie of the Year conversation. Let's just compare him to past winners. And that might be difficult because I get it. No tight end has ever won this award. So, Mitch, how are we going to compare? Let's compare him to wide receivers. Running back, I don't think it makes sense. Quarterback, I don't think really makes sense. So let's look at past Rookie of the Year winners just based on stats and stats alone. You got Bowers. He's got 70 catches. Let me just say this. 70 catches, 706 yards, 3 touchdowns. This is through 10 games. Garrett Wilson, when he won Rookie of the Year, 83 for 1,100 yards, 4 touchdowns. The Jets finished 7-10. They finished dead last in their division. Let's look at the Bengals here. 81, 14, 55, 13 touchdowns. I get it. More yards, more touchdowns. He also had Joe Burrow throwing him the rock that season. They went 10-7. The New York Giants, OBJ, 91 grabs, 1,300 yards, 12 touchdowns. So let's play a little bit of a game here. Let's say Brock Bowers does exactly what he's been doing for the entire season. I don't think it's crazy after 10 games to say, here's what the numbers that he's projected to put up. So you're telling me in a year where Brock Bowers is projected to get essentially 30 more catches than what OBJ got the year he won it, 40 more catches than what these two guys got, more yards than what Garrett Wilson got, more touchdowns than what Garrett Wilson got. I understand, but if Garrett Wilson, a member of the New York Jets, a team that finishes dead last in their division, can win Rookie of the Year, why can't Brock Bowers? Why is me putting this idea into the world a crazy thing? Like, Bowers also scored 2 touchdowns in back-to-back weeks. What happens if these numbers here get around 10? If Bowers ends up finishing the season with 119 flipping catches for 1,200 yards and 10 touchdowns, tell me why he doesn't deserve Rookie of the Year. Because the only argument you can give me right now is the touchdowns are a little bit low and the Raiders are in last place. But we have already seen in recent years that a player can finish dead last in his division and a player can put up these type of numbers and win Offensive Rookie of the Year. Why can't Brock Bowers, especially if he continues to do exactly what he's doing, especially if Bo Nix or if a player like Jayden Daniels starts to fall off a little bit? So in conclusion, I'm not trying to sit up here and say that Bowers deserves to win Rookie of the Year. That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is, why is it crazy to say that he deserves to be in the conversation? Because I just showed you many numbers. He's doing things that no rookie has ever done. He's doing things that nobody has ever done at the tight end position. He is putting up numbers. He just had 13 catches the other day, which is the most by a rookie at any position in their first year in the NFL. Obviously, he's a rookie. Bowers is breaking history books. And if nobody else is doing that, let's just get back to the award going to the best rookie and not just the quarterback on the team winning football games. Because if we're looking at best rookie, no way you can look me in the eyes and say there's a better rookie out there on the offensive side of the football than Brock frickin' Bowers.